You're streaming live now from Fox, everybody. Raw, unfiltered, nonstop news. Right now, we are taking a look at an exterior shot that we have at a hotel in Washington, D.C., where authorities say 5 people were shot at a party inside of this hotel early this morning. The shootings were reported around 3:30 a.m. Eastern time this morning. So we are going to stay right there and welcome into the conversation Fox 5 DC's Bob Barnard. He has been out covering the latest on the investigation this morning. Bob, very scary situation. What can you tell us about from the moments that dispatchers first got this call?
Yeah, and it was a report of gunfire here at this hotel. It's a Days Inn in upper northwest D.C., the Van Ness area. Frankly, a very nice part of town. I'll step out of the way and you can see this is the hotel here. It's about 5 stories. But for a number of years now, apparently, it's been used kind of like as a halfway house and a homeless shelter. And so it's not like this was a family from Texas that, had a party and it got out of hand. What we're told is that there were people in a room. It was some kind of a surprise party. And at some point, guns were revealed and shots were fired, and we're told 5 people were hit, 4 of them women. Early on, police, and this happened around 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, early on, police were telling us that a woman was found wounded in a hallway and another woman was found dead in one of the rooms. Police later corrected themselves and said, no, this victim that had been reported to be dead was actually in grave condition, that all 5 people who were shot, and we believe it's 4 women and 1 man, are in the hospital. What it was all about, was it self-contained? Were these the only people involved? For whatever reason, everybody who was involved got wounded. We just don't know. Police have not put out a lookout for any potential suspects who might be out there. So again, a weird situation in a hotel room here in upper northwest D.C., and it's still under investigation. We don't know what it's about, the ages of the people, whether, they all lived here, some were visiting, but just an odd thing for this part of town, Regina, and a revelation for those of us who don't live in this area. The people who live nearby have been telling us this morning about the use of this hotel for other means than just a standard, stay and leave kind of place. But still a rather alarming situation here this morning. And again, it started off with, 1 woman of the 4 who was shot, was killed. Little kids are going by to a nursery school that's right here. So I want to lower my voice a little bit here. They're all looking up, and that's concerned some of the parents dropping their kids off this morning, that yes, this is kind of like a homeless shelter right in the neighborhood, and there have been drug issues in the past, according to police, but never a shooting like this, not where 5 people have been wounded and 1 basically clinging to life this morning, Regina.
Yeah, and Bob, I don't see too much commotion behind you. Has the scene since been cleared, and are other people that were staying in this hotel, are they allowed back inside? Was everybody evacuated? Do we know how that kind of went down?
Yeah, well, this is Connecticut Avenue, so if you're familiar with D.C., this basically goes from down by the White House all the way up into Maryland. This was closed for about 3 hours, from 3 to 6:30 this morning. The main road here has been reopened. You don't see much of a police presence outside anymore, but I was talking to a guy who lives there. I believe he is, using this as a kind of a homeless shelter, and he said he was 2 doors down, heard the shots, came outside, and he and his roommate have not been allowed to go back in yet. So leads me to believe there are still some work being done inside that we can't see, and that some of the people who have been staying at this hotel kind of as a shelter for right now are still being told to stay out. This was someone who lived on that same floor just a couple of doors down. We have been seeing guests coming and going throughout the morning, so I think people who are in other parts of this hotel were not affected as directly as some who were on that floor.
Yeah, and Bob, with this investigation, have we gotten any press conference from the police? Can we expect one?
We did. A commander. The D.C. Police Department is broken up into 7 precincts. New York City's got, what, 300 or something. But here in Washington, D.C., there are only 7 police precincts. The 2nd Police District commander, this is the 2nd Police District that we're in, he briefed us at about 7 o'clock this morning. But didn't have a whole lot of information and clarified their earlier release. The police department had tweeted out that one of the victims here had died. The commander corrected that, but really had no more information other than there have been some drug issues here. This was a party. Shots were fired. Initially, they had told us 4 people were wounded. The commander said, no, it's 5 people. Initially, we heard it was all women. He said, no, there was at least 1 man involved, and that all of them were in the hospital. And one of them, the one that they had reported to have been killed, was in grave condition as of that time. No update on that yet.
All right, well, definitely a scary situation, especially like you just said, a preschool across the street. So we'll definitely keep in touch with you and your team here regarding this investigation. Thanks so much, Bob.
You bet, Regina. Have a good one.
You as well. All right, everybody, here is a different vantage point, one of our other cameras that Fox 5 DC has on this hotel. Again, an ongoing investigation, and if we do get any more updates from police or from our Fox 5 DC team, we'll be sure to bring it to you here on Live Now from Fox.